Potentially claiming that back-to-back trophy, something that nobody has ever done in VCT history. In this fast approach, you're seeing it. Buzz up top, the dash play and updraft, and he's shut down. Sadak was aware of it.
No flash from RB there to try and help him taking that duel up top. It's a fairly common position that Sadak's played before in the past. Remember him dueling Navera from that spot. See how the battle goes on the flank though.
Incredibly fast flank. And Zest is going to have his work cut out for him right now, being swamped and swarmed. There's 4 players now waiting to match him. Flash, that's a connection. Wall's going to be doing a decent amount of chip damage there, decaying down, making it ever so slightly easier still. Holding it down, and Zest is dealt with. All down to RB and Mako. The reposition is there, but it's not planted for them, and they still have to deal with Sadak from the high ground. Walls on walls, obfuscating this one. And a tap onto the spike, running forwards. Reloading the clip, time starting to run low. 2 years with the defuse, and Loud clean it up.
Off the table entirely.
Sadak's looking worried about mid, actually. He could have been compromised in the moment still. Cove's going to go down, should offer that safe plan for Stacks, and you can see there was a nanoswarm that was laid down earlier. Just trying to predict where the plant location might be to push them back, but waiting to see if DRX can hold on now.
These post plants were ruinous for DRX. It's a 4v4 with better weaponry, but look how far back some of their players are always positioned. Stacks and Mako cannot help these guys on site.
So far back, and now that that wall goes up, it's going to make it ever so slightly more difficult. Buzz claims the one in instant trade. Players are weak though. RB still active, still around, and he's going to be that final layer to this fight right now. And what timing can he take? No one clearing horse through. Anybody going to be watching this smoke? Snakebite though buys them a bit of time. 2 years taken out. As the time chips down, it's a deafening gloom enters the arena, the crowd. No more noise going to be made. And pushing forwards. Ball's going to be gained. And now there's their counterplay. Seekers and their own reckoning. Pound for pound, the ultimates are used, and they have just been collapsed upon. Lessons of going down to his own snakebite. Lockdown going to be used close. Someone has to break this. No one's on the spike. It's getting a bit panicky. Loud. Where are the protocols? Where is the plague being made?
2 detained leaves it down to a 2v2 here, and suddenly DRX might have saved themselves.
It's looking dangerous. Time running low. Hard to tell when the crowd is cheering and chanting. It's a maelstrom of emotion right now, up top, up close and personal, but eventually it is claimed. That knowledge has to be known. And here comes the fight being taken. 2 years and Stacks face to face. It's Stacks that wins it.
What a kill.
Trailblazer in the back now. The pressure and player is known onto Sadak. Skipping a hop there just to escape into Flowers. And he has moved away still. Nana Swamp.
30 seconds left.
Pushed them back. Makoto catching and containing Les, who was looking for a cheeky play of his own.
Fantastic slow round here from DRX. Cowan seemed to respond though, and that puts things down into a 3v3.
And they're being met for it.
Stacks had no idea that Aspas was on the flank.
Yep.
But Aspas is alone.
Only the knives to work with. There's going to be that cascade in his face. Where's the rest of the team? Sadak moves his way across. Great flash timing off that one from the alarm bot. And Nana Swarm's buying the time. The tap of it forces the fight, forces a peek. RB goes down, but it is still running low, and now finally they're getting on top of it. Half on the defuse, all down to Stacks. Smoked off right around the corner, and the bullets just do not land. They know that this is going to be aiming towards that B hit once more. Seekers cleaving their way through the site. No one going to be waiting for this one. But it's going to be that 5v5, and a lockdown is now going to be used on the opposing side. This is going to give so much space. Trailblazer instantly destroyed. RB, sole player left into the corner. Slight little cubby to play inside of, but he's alone. Needs to try and survive, needs to get more done, but just one kill will be it. The rest of the team playing those post plants. Operator angle, Cove laid down at his feet, and it gives 2 years the ability to start sticking this now. Where's the spam? Where's the answer? It's util, but half on the board already. And the pressure is on, the pressure is mounting to spam. Anything could happen. It's down to just less. He wins it out, time ticking away. Will he have enough? It's down to milliseconds, surely. Surely he will do it. Firepower on the side of DRX, but maybe they can make the most of this one. Flash around the corner, high ground angle, turret. It watches it. Starting to see them take that space still. Les will anchor it. Lovely kill to find one after another. And just not enough time to really make any sort of plays here. Up to Stax and Zest, seeing what they can do. Being swarmed and approached from every position. Housing from R, the spam down angle is common enough. Tap of the spike, but a double face, that'll clean it. Battle to be taking place here. Looks like all 5 members of DRX wading right into this one. Knives in the hand of Aspas. Dash going to be engaged. Raw spam flash. Trying to push through. The right click. No one's cleaning it up. Aspas. And they all fall down.
Could DRX possibly bring this to OT, though? It would require the pistol, I think. And much more besides.
Yeah. Many rounds after the fact. Let's see, though. Goal of this round going to be that A split. Pushing forward. Zest. Get his attention. Just taken away for but a moment. A bit of frenzy spam exchange. Staxter will stay alive still. Eventually falling. Aspas just claiming so many kills, so much damage done. Top flash play. Bit of false information. Mako still claims 1. Now the answer though. An instant swing and my goodness. 3 in a round for him. And Mako, we've seen this guy pull off magic before. But this might be a little bit too much.
Specific.
For the region as a whole. Lovely util laid down early here by DRX, but again, just maneuvering away around it, and it's a pincer into the connector. And the defense once more crumbles. Bit by bit, the supporting elements are just being taken out. DRX, they cannot withstand it. Aspas still alive, 5 bullets. And backup is there. Down to Buzz and Zest. Smokes off one of the angles, but the crossfire is too potent, too powerful. Manifest. Let's see what he does with this. Dash, enabled, knives, ever so slightly missing. There was a flash delayed. And there are trades online, still 3 on 3. And all the pressure, the gravity of it all on the shoulders of DRX. Lovely utility to clean this one out. It's down to less. Here's that 1v3. So much to do, yet already he's made it one step easier. Kill found, jump peek. Knows nobody's on it. Waiting for the push, but a double swing was gonna be there.
Something about this Americas region, they've just got the read here. Doesn't matter what comp is being played, they get this map.
Seekers parting ways on either side now. Trying to lay claim to this side. A dash forwards, it's down to Buzz. Reset and backs away. Dash still in his hands now. He's got another one online, but Aspas has claimed some space. It is just down to him, but he will be shut down.
You've got to be so disciplined with how you use those resources.
It could all go wrong in just a moment. Mako, dogs in his face, stunned up. It's Sadak who's taking point. He's got the stinger. No worries whatsoever, and a squeeze into the connector.
This could be it.
RB is next, one after another, all down to Buzz, and with just the operator. Good luck, son. Would have to be the play of your career. Dash active, but the players are rapidly approaching his position. And they all tumble. 13-5, Loud claim map number 1. Moving forwards though, Loud not going to be dissuaded just yet. Wall's going to be used, but they're going to be claiming space and planting up top. Anything to try and disrupt this one doesn't look likely.
It's a different harbor wall compared to what we're going to see from DRX on their attack side.
Flank.
Unless, oh, he gets away with it there.
Yeah,
facing into 2 players, but not punished.
Very good information, even just manages to strike a little bit of a blow there. Damage done. Exchange of the bullets, the weaponry, even a snake bite up close, Sadak. Oh my goodness. Comes down to that 1v1, but he will eventually fall. Now, how does the play get made? Skipping a hop, Zest almost granted an opportunity to claim a kill. It's a deep push into screens though, and Loud doubled up. Taking scalps, taking names.
While the high tide is up, and after this wall drops, it kind of controls the area, or at least gives you good information if people are going to swing through the wall as to where they're coming from.
Oh, and they're moving up deep into position. Flash push forwards, Reckoning as well. Positioning known, and guess what? Laying claim to this one, less from the sidelines. Just creating moment after moment for his team. 4 players left up for Loud, and They do not feel like they're dissuaded, despite the fact that they had the weaker weapons. Still, there is that answer. Zest, good kill to find. Left down to that 3v3 now.
And this looks dangerous and very well planned out by Loud. Can the post plant hold on? It's not planted in a great spot.
Dash forwards though, cuts up the angle, and that's Sadak out in the open. 2 years, Sheriff shot does find itself. Kawazin, he's got the rifle, but it's not quite planted for him. The angle, half on the defuse. Zest sticky, but it does not matter.
Here's that interaction we were talking about. Buzz with his operator comes forward, and with the cascade, he's not quite sure where everybody is, but that is a perfect way to open the round. A first kill for Buzz.
Aspasto just, he's unrelenting, man. There's no time wasted. Skipping a hop, jumps up to the box, and he just rips away the opening that Buzz earned for his team. And Sadak, of course, there's no reckoning going to be used. Ultimate popped off. That's a bit of a spam kill that was found somewhere. Still, Sadak moves forwards, and they know where Zest's positioning is. The indicators are around still. Arby's been doing the most, but util in his hands, caught unaware. And 7-0 is such a commanding lead, of which this game is being played. It just looks so unlikely, and look at that. All those orbs that were being prioritized the 2 years once more grants them all the space in the world to get a free plant, and Less has been this consistent thorn in their sides.
That's nice, well done. Drone coming down mid from Zest. Looks back up tube and sets up for that kill, but they've taken Snowman control again.
Stop it up crossfire. Mako's good to claim one, but it's an immediate trade. Lockdown for a lockdown now. This is where things get scrappy. Moving across, it's Aspas! Still gonna deal with him. Buzz does step up to the challenge. Lockdown gonna be catching, and Sadak, well, out in the open. Buzz gonna be able to stick this one without a care in the world, and I believe he spotted a body. Moves away. This is an angle that he has been playing, but Sadak, okay, a bit brave from him. Not expecting that angle to be watched for. Dog round the side. That's time to the cascade, so it can't be broken as easily. Clears away the one box. Tap of the plant.
Close.
Stray shot.
And it looks like Stax might want to challenge over at Snowman too.
This fight is about to be taking place at the back of Snowman. Feels like it's going to be important. Stax out in the open. RB does collapse from the side, but Kawazin felt like he was fully moving. Still claims the kill, and it's got the pit online. Danger time. Retaking with the operator, but how do you do it? Zest clears one of the obstacles out.
You could try pushing a Hunter's Fury in here and seeing if Buzz can follow it, but he's only one player.
Doesn't have the dash. Shock dart.
Seems better to just group up.
Tap onto the spike, forces the snake bite. 2 years moving forwards, and it's a flick of the wrist. Locks on. Down to Buzz, no time left. Decay going to be building back up here. Half under the fuse, percentage play gets off of it. Re-smokes all the way. You gotta be joking. So calm in the moment, and Buzz, he silences the crowd. Into this site, the Seeker's online. Kawazin wants to lead it over Flash, is what it seems like. Now the Reckoning. Right into the back. Sadak not scared of taking this space. Even the fight as well wants to be the point of contact. Nano Swarm laid down on his feet, and DRX, no attempt from them to try and refight this one. They had plenty of ults to do so. There's the Reckoning, used up close. Aspas forced to move. Hunter's Fury as well, spots them out. One tag onto Sadak. Will there be anything else? Kill found still. Loud, still alive. Aspas trying to take the fight to them.
What a great reset from Mako.
And yes, a reset. Viper's pit down, but brought down out of it. Reflanked by Yes, and Les just finalizes it.
Happening in Tube and under Orange right now.
Yep, split play. So important. Les spots it out in that Viper head-to-head. That's Arbido from below. Flash play.
He's back in.
That's in main. Oh my word. And containment. It's the name of the game. Aspas, absolute gremlin just lurking around B main. And Mako, too much to do. That high-low setup, it looks like at least Loud ready to take a fight if necessary. They have their weaker guns, weaker weapons. Still, Dart's going to be cleaned up, and they do respect that util. Must-win round for DRX. It's a little bit shaky. Spray downs there, shots being fired, and Zest is really just being caught out in the open, down to 48 health now. Spike will go down though in that 4v4, but the way Loud have been playing, anything could happen. They don't have rifles, but we'll see. Moving forwards now, waiting for the next wave of that utility.
These passive post plants really hurt DRX on Pearl.
Mako needs to spot this. A wide swing, Aspas, how do you win that? Way all the way through, good movement from Sadak. Still, he will get his head ripped straight off. Now Aspas, 18 health. And a dream. Not much more offered to him.
Loud have rifles.
Which is right about now. Aspas, close angle. Wider swing, actually. Damage is good. Drop down to 30 health.
Big punish.
Gotta respect that now. Pushing all the way through. DRX have a timing, they have an opening. They don't want to let this one slip. It's going to be util used to clear that path and get that plant down in the close corner.
And look how Stack saves the high tide for the post plant. That means that Loud have so much more space to go for an instant retake.
Hunter's Fury, Zest using his close. Still, how does Buzz fall there? Lockdown's going to be removed. Still, there's the danger. The danger is here, right in the pit. RB does not get cleaned up.
Oh, this is ridiculous. What a reposition from RB.
And what is going on here? What is occurring? How does the kill get found? Sprays down, position known, and just backs away at the perfect timing. Turning them into mincemeats. Re-swing. Don't let this get dangerous. Time ticking, which still afforded. Loud could play this one if they wanted to. At this point, as Aspas hunting for those kills, he knows the economy is getting stretched, but still it should be him saving the rifle. He's going to go down with the spike. Punish attempt by Buzz. And he used a ton of his own util just to maneuver his way around that one and potentially collect that kill. Still moves forwards. Now dashes up. Watch for. Double up. RB moves around. Blind, but to the angle. And he is fully blinded up. Swinging around. Coverage is there. And it is just that hammer strike one after another. But I said it's just going to be a pit.
I don't know how Les is going to stay in sight here. He's going to have to evacuate his pit. Is he just going to allow himself to get detained?
Yeah, apparently. Wants to keep it up. Obviously, the Viper nerfs, meaning he has to maintain that. Dash has to be used. Disengaged by Buzz.
And no punish on Les.
No punish at all. It's backup remaining. Spam.
It's dangerous from Stax. If Stax falls here, they lose their big ult for the post plant.
The Cove just barely keeps him alive, and here's the flank from Aspas. And what an answer! Shots landing, wallbang damage, and they are weak, missing the second one. Everyone falling low, but Buzz, he answers for it, but Loud, moments away now. It's a 3v2, and it's just over like that. The way that Loud are playing certainly does. A bit of damage there, that's some loose play. It's not going to be pushed back, but his double duelist comp is so fast and loose and aggressive. Dropping down, though, there's containment. Flash not ready for RB, jumping, dodging, weaving. An attempt at a trade with Buzz. Well, he's going to meet his match at heaven. And it comes down to this, DRX.
Stax was hiding
these positions and down to 2 years. Flash round the corner, completely blinded up, and so a pistol round claimed for DRX.
Behind it.
Yeah, 5 grouped up. Orb to smoke the cross. Throw some uncertainty into the mix for the Boombot. Leading forwards, fragment nade drops down, spam inside of it, Aspas. You can't be getting away with that. And yet he does. Angle watched for, will there be a trade? Buzz just getting that one pressure in a bounds.
And RB's left in a 1v3. He'll take a duel early against Aspas here and lose it. Loud responding very quickly.
Mako here. How does he play this one? Anti-flash drops down. Taking space once more. This nade is going to be causing all sorts of issues, and he chooses to back away. Snakebite, though. But the utility traded out, making sure that nobody could really capitalize off of that. Instead, the play is made towards the side. This is where the fight takes place. Zest has to be the man of the hour. Dodge, duck, weave around. Stax assisting and helping him out. An absolute concrete hold here of the site.
Very nice hold. Very nice hold.
Away from getting his knife back online to try and cancel this one. And there we go, Dog. Satchel right up into heaven. The rocket, oh, it sings, but it doesn't quite land onto any sort of target. And now DRX make the play. They make the call. They want to try and contest this. They want to try and fight this. Sadak, well, his position's known. 41 health, with the most to do. First one found. Crowd roaring. Nade is really good, and no, my goodness. Where it was placed, the Viper wall in their face.
I mean, their own Viper wall as well, right? So, bit of anti-synergy.
Dog spots some zest. He's the casualty. There's a pull though, that's going to be used. Stax, does he still want to take this fight? That's the question. Backs away. Seekers, a wide swing, repositions. Oh, Mako trying to as well help him out. The swing from heaven, readjust though. Repurposeful, and my goodness. 3 kills for Stax. Damage being done. Buzz dropped down in the middle of all of this chaos. And the spike out wide, out in the open. It's Aspas looking to wide swing and take matters into his own hands, but the gravity of it all. It's up to 2 years, isn't it? 2 stars. Does he dare use them? Still out in the open, and there we go.
What a round.
Confidence in bounds.
But Zest has been punished. Out of every player on DRX, Zest has looked like the weak spot on Split.
There's no way he takes the fight.
And he goes down again.
That's the Split changes. That angle didn't exist before. And so first player to fall.
But look how quick this is. And Stax nearly has a flashback online.
Just full reclearing it. I mean, the confidence to do this one.
And look how it's drifting all of the defenders back over towards B.
Yep.
Buzz is ready to help RB whenever he likes.
Mako as well, going to be rejoining the defense now.
But there are no stars left online. How does RB anchor without a smoke to play around?
Astral form, nade at his feet, Trailblazer as well, and it's a flood retake, dropping down. Mako couldn't reset the aim. Repositions though. Oh, too many targets to pick from, and well, they all tumble down. Desperate moves from Stax. Oh, Pit now going to be utilized straight down into mid. Trailblazer though, double satchel. It's all the util. Every piece of the puzzle. Buzz has that showstopper. Nothing in his face. It's chaos.
He's going for a direct hit.
Yep, not wasting any time. Look at this. Oh, maneuvers away and around. Stax contains that bit. Oh my goodness, lucky to get out alive, and still no one's looking for RB. Weaving his way around the pillar. Stays alive in this one. Less than 2 years. 2 smokes players with the most to do now. And it's cutting that noise. Spike though dropped up top. Fragment nade pushes it back. All on this one. Les moves forwards, picks up the spike. And still RB uncontested. And where will be that trade? Everything to do. You're waiting right into a sideline, Zest.
What is Zest doing?
You've turned it into a 1v1. And you might have just thrown this. Cosmic Divide now going to be used. Why not? Throw everything at it.
So
Last
difficult.
round to use it. How does he win this? Spam down. It's just swaths and waves of that utility. Blocking the sightline. 30 seconds. Contacting up, down. Trying to clear it. He's got to know that RB is on that corner.
They're both worried that they could have pushed through spawn at this point. Surely
Spike
RB's got the
plant.
clutch.
Yeah, he hears the timing for it. 2 years. Gambled incorrectly.
Attack side. Because Loud's comp, I think, is designed for attacking, but it also is not reluctant to get up in your face.
What's the answer? Oh my goodness, that's a little bit awkward. Satchels. Buzz eating a ton of damage there. Nade dropped down, and it looks a bit awkward.
In the meantime, too, Aspas and Kalanzine, this is what I'm talking about with this comp. It's so happy to get active on defense.
Walking.
They're hoping
Did they hear this?
that they were going back through sewers, but they definitely heard.
They hear this.
I mean, elephant foot stomps. But
So-
from DRX's point of view, how do you expect that?
In the meantime, Stax is the one who's also pushing up, getting himself into those favorable positions. And they take the timing. Walking, strutting to contact play, but this is where the backstab will really reign. Aspas spots one, holds it down, waits it out. First kill claimed, there's the second, and finally the third. Stax so much to do, and just not enough resources. Diligence there from DRX, making sure that they clear all the necessary angles just in case, but It's a free site that is afforded to them, so you're going to see that 5v5, the full retake. And Buzz, oh my goodness! Trade is there.
Great trade by Zest, exactly what his team needs. So using the Seekers to push forward a little.
Pushing them back, and so the danger removed as Aspas does fall there. Satchel play, flash, connecting onto the back, but eventually going to be meeting them with that rifle fire, and it is Mako, Mr. Consistent. 2 years in Kawazine, close to the corner. Great positioning by Zest there. Lovely little off angle, making sure that there's not going to be any crumbs left up.
Really well played, very disciplined. One of the things, though, that I'm slightly concerned about with how DRX are playing their attack side, they're not creating much serious presence towards A. They're relying on this Viper wall.
Operator in the hands of Aspas, deep trailblazer. Spots the one, and guess what, Aspas, of course he's taking that space. He knows where he is. And this is dangerous for Mako. Juggle peek, fires, dash enabled. Snake bite to try and force the angle up close. They're taking the fight right to him. Buzz bails him out. There is a trade, but did they anticipate this? Aspas still there. 2 years wide out in the open. That's going to be the response. Still dashing right down into the site. Relieving most of that one. There was a pull. Great assistance. How do you salvage it if you're DRX?
Loud can see the spike. It's a smoke from RB. Pull back there, making it look like they could have gone in, but the spike again is just wide out in the open. One little peek from less, and they know there's no threat.
30 seconds left.
Boombot spammed. Almost every angle watched for. It has to be this site. That's where it's going to be landing, and it comes down to this crossfire. Impossible to break. Lovely by RB to whip it around and somehow return the fire. The players are weak though. Sadak in the danger zone now. Smoke popped up, but time pressure mounting. 11 seconds. Tries to go for the wider swing, but lovely patience by Aspas. Clinch the maps, the rounds that they should. That's a fast play. Satchel in the face and offsetting the weaknesses of the Stinger if there are many.
And this is where I was talking about earlier. RB plays very safe, very passive, but they've spotted Aspas, so now they've got to go for the crunch.
13 health, okay, that, yeah, I mean, listen, not afforded too many chances there, had to dash forwards because he could feel the players swarming him, approaching him from behind.
But this is so much better executed by DRX.
And they've afforded that operator.
Yeah, using the op. This round is gorgeous from DRX. The set play off the rip to set them up for the opening kill, the crunch on Aspas, every part of this was lovely. RB even getting into a slightly more aggressive position in B main. If this is what they talked about during the timeout, and they continue running this kind of round, Loud are going to be under so much pressure.
Lesh just making sure to make it a bit more expensive, although not going to be doing too much, obviously, to them.
It was a half buy anyway.
Exactly. A wider play by Mako. It's consolation. Stack shuts it down along with the cheers of the crowd.
Like so much.
Cosmic Divide though. Rips its way across. Now you're seeing it. The showstopper. Clearance. It's there. Rocket exchanged. And a life for a life.
I'll take that.
Into the site now. Still. Not really relenting, are they? It looks like Loud wanted to play this a bit more fast, but okay, watch down. Zest this time, his turn with the operator. Sadak has managed to approach his way into this corner, but not the greatest weapon for the job, and no armor to work with, or speak of. 87 health. It's looking like DRX reaching that map point. Critical for them.
I think Sadak probably wants to go for this, and the other two should save. Hello, though. 2Es with a pick.
Zest responds. Satchel playing to the back. How does Mako do that? 2 years. Right through the wall. Smoke drop down. Time running low, though. Anything to offset this, pull it back, has to tap it because of the pull. And DRX should know that's enough utility used, enough time pressure bought that is going to land them there. The 12th round, map point. Look at the space that's going to be taken. B main controller's theirs, and RB, he's got the stars in his hand, starting to lay this one down. Double satchel. 2 years. Timings it though, and the judge is there. Spam though, counter play by the rifles, drops down, less needs to be dealt with. How does he claim 2? inconceivable almost, but down to that 2v2, and the pressure's mounting. It's Aspas and Kawazin who have to do the most here. The weapons aren't too good for it. Seeker's committed. Dropping everything into this round. One down to the ground here. Start to split the site up. Is there going to be that crossfire? Zest! What is that? Taking the fight to them. Pop flash play. Leaves it up to RB. Can he perform the slam dunk? A tap. Baits out the pull. Still plenty of time, but one of the players has got to hold this, and the rifles are in the hands of the loud players. It just looks impossible. It looks just impossible. And Aspas, whew, sweating maybe, but listen. There being no room for error for one side on the opposing foot, and
Wow.
Sadak, that is just spam. I
What
don't know what
a read.
Yeah, what is the cue off that? Not too sure, but it catches.
No idea. Counterplay on the other side of the map as Aspas and Kawazin take A away and make this a bit more comfortable. Having said that, they've got 3 players leaning on the A side. What is this clash?
Pushing forwards, Aspas wins the fight on 8 health.
But Stax has got to call a reactive push into B right now. He knows there's max 2 players there, and Tui's put under incredible pressure.
Indeed he has still. Will a headshot be available to him? Gets the one, Buzz good to trade it. Sight cracked open, wide, less. Back in position, into heaven. But now you're playing right into this Viper's pit. Still 3 players available. Full out, dropping down already. Aspas with the knives. Flash down, Kawazin buys time, Mako found, no more pit. Crossfire has to be good, dropping, Buzz for the ace. Will it be the finalization? Will he be the finisher? Less, so much to do. And just buying time with a showstopper. Putting it off the clock, RB, what a finish. DRX are not done yet.
Maybe they have 10 days of getting back in touch with this comp.
An explosive beginning for Loud. Really separating Aspas from the rest of his team. Shorty, way up, flash play, a little bit behind his back, jiggling, and well, goodbye Aspas. Final boss dealt with. Cloud will go down though without too many problems still. Damage was taken, Sadak low, going for this reflank, and positioning timing is absolutely critical. Zest,
Wow.
so unaware of it, but just can't quite get a sightline, the angle. Zest, right behind him.
Oh, and a
Sadak
whiff.
doesn't kill him. Another fight to be taken though, stun through the choke point, all lining up there for the frenzy, and that's exactly where it thrives. Stun is good though. Jumping, wiggling, but the defuse just goes off with no problems.
To still try and fight this.
Smoke drop main is a fast reposition. They take control. That's going to be the name of their game, and well, back to it. Hopefully no more We'll see though, fight taking place. Kawazin winning it out, and the rifles really do just come out on top. That's going to be the difference maker.
Loud with a commanding presence. Zex onto B, you'll see Stax flashing through smokes and trying to support Buzz, who's anchoring hard. Early days in this map, still so many different directions that it can go.
Yeah. Buzz going down to the spike, so denying.
The nanoswarm setups though, Brett. As
Yeah.
soon as this alarm bot gets found, and Mako's just got his ult off the back of that kill.
Beautiful kill onto left there. Plant wall still goes down, but yeah, just a wall of nanoswarms at the back, preventing anybody from taking up that space. Reclear.
I am so surprised that they allowed the plant to go down. Maybe they thought the plant had been disrupted by the nanoswarm setup.
Maybe they wanted to refight this one. Orbital strike in the hands of Mako. Space taken. A couple of players falling quite low. After shock as well. Aspas off angle.
Wow.
No way! Buzz just revealing an elbow, but it's more than enough now. Sticking all the way through. Counter spam in action. Half on the defuse, and there is utility there. But already is enough damage done. Orbital strike trying to disrupt it. 2 years of it online. It's all up to RB. Taps it, trying to force the fight. 60 up, gets it. Does he have time? Does he have enough? It's half on the defuse, sticking it. Oh my God! Showstopper, but it's Buzz that has to try and put a stop to this one.
Les, for the first time, is actually going to be pressured.
Start taken care of. Les goes down in the middle of all of this one. Sadak though, pushing forwards. And the fuse run out there, not finding an easy target, and there we go. Lets it rip eventually. Straight into halls, but critically. Spike is going to go down. Planted.
I'm kind of confused why Mako isn't using his ult to try and create some pressure here. They're just letting Loud get into post plants for free.
Lockdown close though. Maybe anticipating they're going to be fighting. Mako once more. This guy with a rifle in his hands. He's a menace. Lockdown's going to be destroyed. That bails out Aspas, but he's inside the Cloudburst, and they know it. He's dealt with, down to 2 years. We've seen this rookie player really step up to the challenge, step up to the task time and time again, but that might be a little bit too much to ask of him in a 1v4.
Thunder, orbital strike. And RB's hunting for less once again in halls.
Ball's going to get broken. Dash across there with a satchel, stunned up though, Zest. At top, is it going to be the common spam angle? Aspas taking damage and eventually will fall there. No one was able to get into the site.
Les is creeping his way through. Good timing. And the Prowler
Doesn't
nerfed.
spot him. Seems like Zest is aware though, it's a jiggle. He knows that didn't get a good clearance. And Loud waited out, bide the time.
Les just can't get value out of his ult. I mean, I think this is what Mako's saving it for, right? The orbital strike is their big counter to Les's lockdown. So I think you're going to see that. Oh, what a shot from RB!
And this guy on the neon, just unleashed, isn't he? Flawless round for DRX, 5 surviving.
Mako's
it's creeping.
jiggling.
Crawling, they don't know his position. Mako, and yeah, so unaware of that. Rifle picked up. It's time. Looking a bit dangerous.
This puts Sadak on the lurk. And he's got a great timing. I mean, they've got double lurk going on here. This retake could be too fast.
Rolling Thunder for Rolling Thunder, pushes them back in the Cloudburst. There's no way Aspas gets one. But it was the kill, was traded. Sadak reflanking through, spray down by Zest. But still, it's all up to him. Spike planted, what can he do? Offset Kawazine, fantastic movement.
From Buzz. He's gonna be in an uncomfortable spot if they actually close around him. But he might be good for a couple.
Yeah, especially if they keep contacting into this one.
What a shot!
Oh my goodness. Pixel handed to him there. I mean, just 0 to work with, yet still claims 2 kills. Now, we'll see what happens here. In tower, pushing forwards, and Flash gives the perfect timing, but still, the fact that he's hitting them, nevertheless, so impressive. Prowler in the smoke. Lights it up, Sadak's lucky to get out alive. Down to 16.
And Buzz repositions to try to hit another absurd shot.
Expect the operator to be picked up.
Now, not with this composition. The
Buzz
Neon
is good
doesn't
for
really
it, but
op.
yeah, the Neon's not going to be opping, so really no suitable targets.
And we didn't spot it there, but I've got to assume that Buzz probably has a shorty as well. Oh, a bit whiffy there from 2Es.
A round win for DRX, 5-4.
And they take every weapon out of the hands of Loud. It's, in some sense, the ultimate value that Mako's getting here.
Yeah, exactly. At some point, you just have to use it and bite the bullet that you're going to be losing it. Lots of players, though, clashing now through sand, over the strike, in a fault line, dash to the side. Reposition, RB stays alive, but into the Cloudburst. Doubled up and play, and the guns are suited for it.
Wow!
RB can't hit the spray down, and Loud just overwhelmed.
There's the value of the double duelist finally rearing its head. Completely overwhelming. Everybody is weak, though. Or rather, I should say Kawazine and Sadak.
Doubled up, though. That's a high-low setup.
It's going to end in a B split, although DRX can't know that. It's a little risky, though, because Loud never had any information towards the north side of the map. It's possible that RB could be right behind them in spawn.
Orb grab, though. That's going to be given that Rolling Thunder. Double satchel play and a lockdown used as a response immediately. Up close, stunned up, though. Buzz, he can't do anything about that. Not with the operator in his hands. And what is going to be that response from DRX? Mako trying to stay alive. He's aware that there is still that lockdown. Spam through. Plant goes down, and so does Stacks. There's the lockdown.
Mako finally gets to use his ult.
Finally gets to use it, and there we go. It will take it out, but a fight being taken. One after another. Sadak, beautiful placement.
Yeah, to get through Sadak.
Fault line close and across. Does he hit a skip and a dodge there into tunnel? Feels unlikely because he's got his back wide open. He thought it was free. Thought it was available to them. Fantastic opening, and now the plan can start to go down, but a fast play. Dash forwards into the smoke out in the open, spike plan denied, still responding in kind. DRX shutting down that approach. And it's up to less. 1v3. Fully reloaded in the clip with the frenzy. Maybe he can do something still. Sight's gonna be given to him, but Buzz with this reposition. Not quite planted for him. Turret now. Tap of the spike, needs to try and bait out the positioning. It's good from Les, doesn't open himself wide to the choke point, takes the fight anyway, and Buzz will win it.
It's the ult.
Vital now though, Loud end up winning this one, stun at the feet, wow, okay RB. Doesn't even pick up the weapon, instead it's left down to Kawazine. Buzz still, he's worked his way into their spawn, and this is really just sowing that kind of chaos. The discord within the enemy ranks, and Loud silenced. The bonus round for them, they picked up a couple of rifles, and now it's flipped entirely. Kawazine, everything on him, seeing what he can do. Saw the turret being set up though, so he's got to know the Buzz is positioned there. That's a little bit awkward though. Eventually getting that turret down and waits it out, but his crossfire setup, look at this reposition. It's all on timing. That's what it all comes down to.
He knows that Buzz is somewhere in his spawn.
Yep.
But that doesn't make it any easier to deal with.
So just trying to clear it out. Horn across, lovely flick of the wrist, 3 in the round. But a tap on the spike, and this is ice cold from Zest. He doesn't overpeak it. Getting back on, the wider swing is impeccable.
I just don't think he's going to get an opportunity. Look at the utility.
Yeah, that recon bolt is immaculate. Pushes him back, stunned up. Inside it, away!
Clearly I underestimated Aspas.
One way to shut it down, but goodness gracious me. DRX not letting anything get unsaid and undone. An immediate take there of Halls. 2 kills for Mako. He has been the difference maker. He is almost set up there for a bit of a collateral play. 2 for the price of 1, but no, traded. So it's that 3v2, and Aspas forced to retake with the op in a forward position. Lockdown's there though. This time nothing to break it. Out wide. There is a gap at the back of the site where players are not going to be caught by that lockdown, but the pressure's on Les. He has to take this timing, but util out in his hands and just so unaware.
They know exactly what that feels like.
Aspas with the knives, that's what they're worried about. Blade Storm, Nightfall. Scatters lays waste. I don't think it tags onto anybody. Still the sun will catch onto this target. Aspas disrespects it. Stands his ground, eventually dashes back, but it is just going to be that 1-for-1 play. 2 years 4, still reflank attempt. Mako close. Stuns there, wants the refi positioning. Revealed, beautiful by Kawazine. Down to Zest. And cannot withstand that, not when the Blade Storm's in his face. Oh, that's going to signal it. Fault line. Ready and waiting, held. There we go, it's an orbital strike into the fault line, and oh, 2 kills.
But an instant response. Buzz realizes he has a free lockdown and puts it around. This was the mind game that was happening in the first half. A different option being chosen for 2Es.
Still so hard for them, isn't it? Mako, looks like he's playing a post-plant lineup there. Yep, Molly's going to be coming over.
And he has the ult too.
The onus is on Buzz to buy time here. He has to be the difference maker. 1 kill found, 2nd found. 2 years with the trade, and the orbital strike held. Molly's good for it. Mako holding, listening, waiting for that sound cue. And he knows it precisely, right in his head, and there you have it. Silence sweeps across the stadium, and Mako will not be denied that 5th map.
Sent with their old roster.
Timing with the knife, Wall gives them a bit of a gap to play around, but it goes down, and well, Buzz aware of it now. The space was taken, and how do you push back this onslaught? Buzz inside the cloud burst. Well, Aspas tried him, match him pound for pound, take the fight right to him, flash over the top. Stacks is bailing out his team, and it's Loud who are crumbling. The gamble being played with the composition, pushed to the limits in map 5. It all began with a pistol round, and it ends. Turret destroyed, Dog gonna be used. Trailblazer trying to carve that path. Fragment nade is good for it. Knife as well, no abilities. Time being bled off the clock, 40 seconds. What is the play to be made? Well, rifles in their hands. Nice dodge of the flash. The call is made to just barrel through and take the space. Brute force.
The gun really making the difference there in terms of those duels. I think the DRX players would have been good for a couple had they had rifles in their hands. But that's the way that this round 3 plays out.
Shots are landing there, but okay, crosshair placement slightly off. Dashing into the cloud burst. Snake bite there. Moving forwards, Trailblazer, dash forwards though, Aspas. It's the man to watch here. He's gained positioning into Jenny and he opens it up. What is the response? Any sort of answer? The answer is no.
These 8 sight hits are still looking immaculate. It's the same strength that the former Loud squad had, but the way that they hold for each other, getting into the site is perfect.
Could still get dangerous though. The 2v3, door broken, enough done. Dart now online. Goes across and he tags!
What is this tech?
That? I don't even know if they revealed, but it's left it down to the 1v1. Test drops down. Silence enters the arena and Kawazine claims the kill.
They could do something really unusual here.
It's the Viper War going up. Obfuscates where they might be going. And that's watched for less. He could have been that extra element, the backstab into this one. Now, let's look at these anchoring players, RB. It's a deafening across onto the site as every single player of Loud will fall. Fury, is it too high? Looks like it's directly on target, so remove 4 and Buzz. It's watched for. Really diligent from Kawazine. Easy collection there.
But now you have to get through Mako. An absolute rock, the foundation of the team in the last 2 maps.
Trailblazer's good though. Stunned up, I believe, onto Mako. What does he want to do? Still holding on to the paranoia, smoked off. Now using the Seekers to try and push their way through. Heaven still being held and they cancel out that ult. Re-clear. Les, oh my goodness. It's getting tenuous.
Les really wants to get into an advanced position here so he can fight the lockdown.
And he finds the right angle.
Picks off Zest. Does RB even choose to go for it? 3v5 and DRX is saving again.
And Loud are going to go hunting for these weapons.
Most of the time, I do feel, though, that DRX are getting good information behind the Viper wall. I don't think it's threatening too much.
Nano Swarm up close, cancels it actually.
Nice.
Pretty nice play indeed. Snakebite into the back. Lockdown going to be used. RB just can't quite evacuate Zesto, weaving in and out. He does get one for his efforts, but eventually dealt with, and there's a lockdown, making sure you get a little bit too dicey still.
It's a nice 0 point, clearing out B main. I think Stax and Mako should have a decent idea that everybody's on site or playing a very deep position. But at some point here, you just gotta go for it. Yeah. 2v3. This one is not the round to save.
All players on the side. Flash, rebound, up top. Paranoia as well. Player close. Crossfire's good. In fact, it's excellent.
So huge.
I mean,
and this smoke, it's not going to last forever.
Smoke's going to fade away. In but a moment, Stax jump peeking. Just in case they pushed. Kill found. Does not claim the second. The trade online for 2 years, but Buzz still back at the site. Knows that they're going to be coming and misses the shot. Unconventional. Sanak returns. Snap though. Wrist. Locked on, and players are weak. The time, the pressure is mounting. Just down to less. Afforded an easy plant. Shock darts going wide. Maybe a bit of a blunder there by Zest. Pop flash play though, fully blinded, and Stack's not willing to give any opportunity. Turret broken. It's now going to be the time to strike. Angle blocked off. Cloudburst going to be fading though, and a re-smoke as well so that they can cross. And Mako, will he be the player to watch? Will he be the difference maker? Snake bite! Oh my God! And he holds it down in the smoke. Pressure at his back. Les will respond in kind. RB, wide swing. The players contain.
The spike is on the other side of the door.
No way.
They've got to go and break it.
Have to break it, and they have retrieved it. What can Buzz do? Rifle drops down. Stops the blood. Can't claim the kill. To offset this one, there's no Hunter's Fury. Just looks like he's trying to break it with shock darts. He might get punished here. He's trying to evacuate out, and it didn't break that lockdown. Still doesn't get detained. Has to be the full retake. Sadak going to be planting. Oh no, not quite actually. potential misplay. They could have had the Viper's Pit online. Instead, DRX not wasting any time. Moving forwards, B-main. Watch for, a little bit too late. Buzz doesn't recognize the threat that was coming his way in 2 years. A very smart reposition. Has to be the committal. Flash. Push them back, Sadak. Lines it up. Tumbling, falling, this way, that way. It's Loud on top. Marco unable to stand up to it. Be made. DRX are very fast with this. With that many players, they know that it's going to be an accessible A site still. That util placed down. Nanoswarms on the one side of Jenny. Stax is in trouble, and it does offset that plan. Crucial time being bought. Loud 5v5 now in the retake, and they're starting to swarm all the way in. Opening kill found. Jumping right clicks, and it's DRX who just cannot withstand it. The tempo that's been brought to them. Tap of the spike. Viper blocks it.
Wow! What is that?
Denied. Smoke dissipates. Reset of the aim. RB. He's buying time right now, and he just can't get the kill. 10 out for Mako. Needs another miracle. And a miracle will not be it. Despite making it close, it's Loud who take that pistol.
Doesn't see anything. And Lauder going for a gamble over towards A. It's correct.
Smoke drop. Paranoia. That's ripped its way across. And so Sadak does have to back away, but he's still alive inside this smoke. Eventually, those spammed out. Shots rattled one after another. Lauder making this dangerous. Bulldog now. Upgrading a weaponry for Aspas. What can he do? Reset there. Just not quite. Can't manage the spray transfer. Can't quite wrangle control. So the 1v3. Les would love to make the most of this one. Drop down to 6 health. Beautiful kill. But it's just nigh impossible. We'll try to make it expensive. He's missed his chance though, because guess what? DRX barreling through. No time wasted. Sadak. Paranoia is ever so slightly delayed though. It does return the fire and it returns the kill.
Really good trades by DRX here. They've pushed everybody from Loud out of the site. The question is, can they reposition into good post-plant spots?
The emphasis is going to be on Mako. Holding down in B main. Smoked off now. What kind of timing can he take here? Needs an indicator from his team. Spam just chooses it. Sees the alarm bot drop down, doing some damage. Deeper smoke now, pushing forwards, but is held. Covers in claims. Paranoia rips its way through, and it's all up to Stax. A labored spray down, dropping down still. Planted, Tapovic.
What a great smoke.
There, 58 health, has to do so much. Repositions. Platform.
What an insane clutch by Stax!
Tanto's going to be buying them some space, but all the players ready and waiting up there in heaven. Aspas dash forwards off to the side. Lovely util. Nanoswarm pushes him back, but common angle. Flash play. Just trying to survive inside the smoke. Blade whizzes past his head, but they haven't dealt with Aspas. Moving forward, no way! Stunned up. The dog in his face. Zest has to use his Hunter's Fury now to respond. Take out the lockdown. Will Mako survive? Tries to counter spam, but can't quite do it. And this retake has more than legs. It looks just far too strong. Arby and Zest. Lone players holding down to just Zest. Half on the defuse already.
This year. I mean, the quality of this squad, by the look of it, they might be aiming for multiple.
To really try and set up a dynasty. Before we get ahead of ourselves here, it's on Buzz. Updraft play. Nanoswarm down, Les. Oh, it's so awkward, and the knives go wide. Uproar in the arena.
Point suppresses Aspas, but he's still going for the peak. This guy's confidence is unmatched.
Dodges the drone. Dog going to be used as well. Updraft, tags him. Has to use the dash.
Mako has still fallen though. Loud put some pressure into Gelato, and Mako wasn't in a great spot to be able to hold on. He goes down. That seeds the whole half of the map there. What is Kawanzine up to? He still hits it!
Care, man, he does not care. He had to readjust his aim. And it's just shambolic for DRX. Left to desperation, contact plays through mid. Seeker's gonna be meeting them pound for pound. The re-peek is there, the damage is done. And Bounce falls to his knees.
And with how aggressively Loud have been playing, it could all be over in a flash. DRX are in.
Dash forward, supposed to drop it, but it's going to be util used in kind. Still Les is alive and waiting at the back of the site. No one dealing with him. Dodging this one, the reposition, RB. He finds it. Maka with another 3v3, but the weapons are still not good. And it's all on the line. For Loud, one opening is all it takes. Aspas and RB is just tearing heads off. 2v2, Stacks letting loose, drop to his knees. No command does nothing, and the lockdown broken. Reposition is not there.